mean, on a serious note, when you get older, right? And I think I've used this expression before, which Clint Eastwood used, and I always think about it. It's not let the old man in.
I suppose the key thing for us is we want to show a dynamic of two brothers, two different perspectives, two different age groups. We want to build a show that's irreverent, but also willing to talk about difficult topics.
Side effects of that is that the ladies like the lycra.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
So
I mean, if that's one
your
of the
sweaty arse in lycra.
Same parents, different timelines, and united by chaos. Strap on, strap in, for the not-so-Christian brothers.
So I'm under pressure at the moment because I've been trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
So every day I take my weight and I add it to a little tracker on my AI.
Yeah.
And one of the things, like I'm traveling a lot, flying a lot, so it's hard to get your weight right because you put on weight, believe it or not, when you fly.
Do you?
You retain more water.
Moisture.
Yeah.
Or not moisture.
More moisture. Yeah.
You're much more moist when you
It's like osmosis. As I'm moving around near plants in foreign countries, I absorb their moistness.
Hey, you're obviously going transatlantic. You're so moist.
Okay,
Very
guys.
moist. But I'm getting better in terms of my weight. So I track my weight so that you have like the ups and downs and the ins and outs. But over the course of the last 7 weeks, I'm now down 2.7 kilos.
Woo!
But why do you need to lose weight? You're not a big fat lad. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Spoken like somebody who knows one.
Well, I'll tell you about mine in a minute.
Oh.
But what? But like you're fairly slim. I mean, I'm giving you a compliment, and it's very rare.
Yeah, but like, normally I would be about kind of 86 kilos. I had a kind of a 91, 92 kilo after Christmas. So
Right.
so I'm conscious of getting that back. And it's harder, right? I'm 51, and it's a steeper mountain to climb when you want to try and lose weight now than it was, say, 5 years ago.
There's a thing as well. I do lose weight, but I lose weight as quickly as I put it on. I can lose 5 pounds in a week. I don't know if there's other people like this. I can lose 5 pounds in a week, but then it comes back on as fast. So, and it's not like I'm starving myself for a couple of days. It's just whatever's going on, I lose it, and then whatever then goes on, it just goes back on again.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
it's science, right? So I've
It is science. You're absolutely
just
right.
taken the simple approach of I'm in calorie deficit right now. So actually, the way it works is my wife's calories for when she just wants to maintain her weight.
Okay.
Because women need less calories than men. So when she's in her maintenance weight, I'm actually in deficit. So I'm actually losing weight while she's not losing.
You're eating like a girl.
I dress like a girl as well. I find
That really helps.
the shorter the skirt, the more conscious I am about losing weight. It accentuates my desire for change.
I have lost over stone since December. Yeah, but it's like it's sort of consciously, but also there was a period of time when I just wasn't eating, and then prior to Christmas I was just eating like ridiculous stuff, you know. But I was body shamed today. Yeah, I know. I was body shamed in work today. Don't do the eyes. Don't do the eyes. I cycled to work today. I'm cycling now because I'm doing the.
No, you're not. You're sitting on a chair.
Yeah.
I know you're getting older, but you're actually sitting on a chair.
I've signed up to the Ring of Kerry, which I realised that if I don't get better padding on my saddle, it's going to be the Ring of Fire. Yeah, not the Ring of Kerry. But I have. So I cycled yesterday, then I cycled into work today, and then, so what does somebody do? Lucy Kennedy, good morning. Oh, no. She just goes, oh, wow, look at you, and you're like, this is disgusting. You can't go into work like that. Ooh, you're not going to lose weight. You just one cycle isn't enough. And it was body shaming.
That's motivating.
Yeah. See, I think that's Irish motivation.
No.
Well, look, you were leaving a voice note on my phone earlier on, and actually she then spoke over you as you were leaving that voice note.
Yeah.
And I think her description was far better. She basically said, you look like you're wearing an 8-year-old girl's T-shirt.
Yes.
And some extremely tight leggings that were kind of bed up here at the crack of your ass.
But I had padding on. I had padding on, very tight leggings because it's the only way you can cycle properly. They were like good quality lycra leggings. But I just think maybe when somebody does that and appears in work, maybe looking slightly misfit, but they should just go, well done, you're trying to do something, rather than arriving in with 2 bags of McDonald's breakfast, you know?
All right, Fatty, you're trying your best.
Wow.
Oh, God, that's so patronising.
We'll edit that.
Oh, right, okay. Listen, this is Not So Christian Brothers. I'm Colm Hayes.
I'm Justin Caffrey.
And we are brothers. Yeah. So it's okay for us to slag each other because we're brothers, right?
And it's been going on for 50 years.
Yeah. And it's no intention to stop it now. But do we fat shame? Like, do guys fat shame? Like the dad bod, and this is a big thing now. You know, like the dad bod. Ooh, look at you with your dad bod or your what? You know. What bod do you want? Do you want me to have a auntie bod or a uncle bod? Well, I don't understand Uncle Bod. I think he's in jail.
Wasn't Bod? Wasn't that a TV show?
TV show, the Bod.
Yeah,
Yeah,
little guy just moved around.
Yeah.
Bod. Well, okay, just on the Ring of Kerry, I was having a sauna. I was having a sauna on Saturday with your son.
Oh,
my
yes.
nephew.
Yeah.
Who did not sound convinced in terms of your current training regime that you would be on said bike around said Ring of Kerry.
Yes, that's correct, because I hadn't started on Saturday.
Oh, so you've started now. And just for the audience, when is the Ring of Kerry?
The 4th of July.
And how long is it?
It's 170 kilometres.
And how long is it from your house to your workplace?
It's 7.8 kilometres.
So it's quite a big stretch between, around 14 kilometres a day.
Sorry, day one, I did 16 kilometres. Day one of my training. I think that's okay. There's still 2 full months. I'm going away a couple of times. I'm taking bikes with me, or I'm renting bikes when I'm away.
Have you had any concept or research into the level of undulation in the Ring of Kerry versus the hill that you basically go down from your house to the studio in the morning?
So not wanting to, and I see where you're going, and I know you enjoy this, but I have cycled around Ireland. I did the Cycle Against Suicide, where we cycled around Ireland.
When was that?
It was during the
Reformation.
During the
1916 Rising.
It was during the two. It was between the 2 wars.
He was in the GPO with a
Michael
handgun
Collins, keep up
on his
keep
bike.
up, Michael. I think I'll take the car, Colin, through Bale the Block.
How's your mental health?
If you're on a bicycle, they won't be able to hit you as quick.
And are you still riding the penny farthing, or have you upgraded?
So that was only it wasn't that long ago, but I've always continued cycling.
That was about 20 years ago.
My arse is very sore. No, it was
15 years.
10. No, it was 10 years ago. 10 years ago.
No.
But I've maintained a level of fitness accrued to my age.
Okay.
Which I've been stopped by many people. That's just
Astronomy.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to finish that at all.
Law.
Okay, so this is interesting. Somebody else said to me, I don't think you'll. Oh, sorry, somebody else, Lucy. You're not going to do that. You're thinking there's probably not going to really do that. Alex has expressed, my son, going, oh God, Dad, like it's 170 kilometers in one day. I don't know whether you'll do that. All of that motivates me to ensure that I will do it.
I'm more focused on, whether or not our show continues, because it's just the mortality concern rather than whether or not you finish it.
No, listen. Okay, the whole thing is you just
Not so Christian brother.
Yeah, you just drop the S.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
easily done.
Okay.
AI will do that in 30 seconds.
That's all right. Or I could probably AI you in.
On a serious note, when you get older, right? And I think I've used this expression before, which Clint Eastwood used, and I always think about it. It's not let the old man in, and you have that choice, especially after what I've gone through. And look, there was a period of time then, just after Christmas, where I was thinking, well, is this it now? I'll just sit in a chair at night stroking my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you hurt your shoulder and you have to get an MRI.
Stroking him, yeah. I just stroked him a bit too energetically. Yeah, vigorously, yeah. Or else, do you do something? Do you, like you said you want to live till you're 120, didn't you say that?
I'd like that, yeah. Well, maybe 100. 110. I want to definitely be a centenarian.
Yeah, the only problem is being a centenarian is most of the other people around you that you knew are dead.
I don't care.
You've got to make.
that would raise you to believe I even care about the people around me
incentivize you.
now.
Okay. Oh, is that something you're looking forward to?
Much.
Nobody.
Nobody left. I mean,
Yeah.
look, our mother has sown the seed. Like she basically is, I think, probably the most avid user of RIP.ie, which we should explain for
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah.
those who don't know.
Yeah.
But our mother is
RIP.ie to her is what Instagram is to us on Facebook.
completely. She's on there every day, flicking along. Wait, her dopamine hit is another one bites the dust.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it is. Oh, there she's gone. God, saw her last week. She didn't look well anyway. And yeah,
It's like that movie, you know, like you remember Highlander, the that movie from the 80s, you know,
Oh,
in
Sean
the end
Connery,
there'll
yeah.
only be one. She has that
Yeah.
sword from Highlander. She's got that idea that she'll stand on the mount and proclaim in the end that she's the only person left that she knows, that nobody else knows her,
Yeah.
except maybe, you know, some of her kids. But I actually said this to our sisters recently that I kind of think if one of us died, she'd probably be like, well, it's not that bad. I mean, I've outlived them as well.
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
I don't think it'd hurt her. I mean, she'd have a little bit of a. I don't know. I think
You think there'd be like a bittersweet type? Oh God. Oh, I'm just going to use you. Oh, Justin. Because I don't want to tempt fate over here. I have a cycle to do. Oh, Justin is gone. He was so healthy and everything. And anyway, and look at me. I'm 93. And I go, who's next? Mareem, you're not looking well. 94. You know? Yeah.
I think that. But I also think that's a survival technique.
Oh,
right?
yeah, it probably is, actually. Yeah.
I think you have to stay motivated to outlive everybody. So I think RIP, which for people who don't know, living overseas, we have this extraordinary tradition in this country where, well, first of all, we go to any funeral that we can possibly get our hands on. It's a national pastime. If you knew somebody, like if you passed somebody on the road once and they bumped into you and you said sorry, you would inevitably want to be going to their funeral.
Yeah, you would.
So
yeah.
we have this as a national pastime, which actually I found out recently the Maltese are very similar in that regard.
Are they?
Very similar.
Okay.
But here, we used to have it like in the newspaper and the radio stations used to say, oh, you know, Bernie McGrath, she died there 2 weeks ago. But now we have the most visited website in this country.
I know. But sure, I did a podcast for them. The thing I did, Parting Words.
Top charting.
About Anne. It's RIP.ie now
Now
have
sponsored.
have now sponsored podcasts. But just to go back, because I'm sure people
We have a paywall soon.
do they? There you go.
That would be a good thing, wouldn't it? Paywall for dead people.
Paywall for dead people, yeah. But the when the licenses went out first for the commercial radio stations in Ireland, which is like 1991, and a lot of the stations were finding it tough to survive, they introduced two things, right? One was radio bingo. To this day, I still can't understand where they played bingo on the radio, right? And the second thing was death notices after the news. So they'd give the news and everything that went on, and then the ding a ding a ding and then they go, and now the death notices. And you could see it in the listenership figures. It was their biggest, as we call it, quarter hour.
Jesus.
It was their biggest quarter hour when everyone listened in, just hoping they weren't mentioned. But you know,
That'd be like a great episode like Black Mirror or something, you know, where you're like listening in and you're named on it.
Yeah.
And then you suddenly realize, actually, am I here? Like, if you're living on your own and you're thinking, Jesus, maybe I'm dead.
yeah, I know.
Then, because you'd like that, wouldn't you? I mean, you want to see who turns up at your funeral.
Well, sorry, we did do one. It was about a year ago, but I think everybody thinks this, right?
No.
And we did a thing where you fake your own death
Ooh,
to have a funeral to see who turns up,
I'd be so depressed.
and you stand at the back, wear black with sunglasses on, and you're going, okay, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think he'd turn up.
Where's
And
that lad?
yeah, and look, she did. Oh my God, I only went out with her for a week. That's really good, you know. And like Burt Reynolds, there was a great movie, All the Women I've Loved Before. Burt Reynolds did it. He actually faked his own death and saw all of these women coming to his funeral. And I just think that's really, really good. The
So
problem
did
is,
Larry in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
did he do that as well?
Yeah.
Okay, he only got from that idea. But I just think it would be an interesting concept.
No, but not everybody thinks that, because generally most people think when they're dead, they're just dead. Not really that
But you
obsessed.
missed the part.
Personally, I mean, this is like back to the comment about you not wanting to be the late show host if they offered you, which is complete nonsense. You'd be there,
Can we
then to drop the hat. You have to have a certain level of egotistical, narcissistic love for oneself to think, who'd turn up at my funeral?
No, I just think it's a
God.
sociological, physiological project, as in
Anthropology.
yeah, it's anthropology, really.
Personal anthropology.
Personal anthropology, yeah, narcissistic anthropology. But I just think it'd be interesting. And then say, for instance, right, your best mate, right, didn't turn up
That happens.
at your funeral because he's too busy shagging some young one over in wherever. Like, you'd be like, wow. And you could ring him up and scare the shit out of him and go, why weren't you at my funeral?
But even if he is or he isn't, it has no difference because you're dead.
No, I'm not dead because I faked my own death. That's the whole point.
But then if people find out that you faked your own death, a lot of people aren't going to turn up for your funeral because they're going to think you're a sad mother flupper.
Yeah, but I don't care who doesn't turn up for my funeral because I'm dead at that stage. Do you understand?
So you only want to catch them out.
Yes.
And what are you going to do with them? Like, how are you going to punish people for not turning up to your funeral? Ban them from your real funeral. I've got a list here, and I'm dropping this to the parish priest. These 11 people banned.
Yeah.
Or like have two lists: those who were accepted, and have a bouncer on the door.
No.
Name's not down. You're not coming in.
No. This is the easy one. I think because they didn't,
Therefore, I am.
and they're very, very embarrassed by the fact that they didn't turn up to my fake funeral, that they really have to inveigle themselves back into my life to be able to turn up at my funeral. So maybe gifts, indulgences, monies. You know what I mean? But I don't know. But anyway,
Okay.
Yeah.
Inveigle. There you go. For those who didn't know, there's an opportunity to use inveigle at some point throughout the day.
I've always enjoyed.
Bribery, gifts,
Yeah, but I think,
sexual gifts. Can be a lot of things, actually.
but there you go.
Multiple sins.
Yeah. I just think it's.
Have you been inveigled recently?
Jesus, Terry. CPR required on our technician.
Fucking Christ.
Have you never used the word inveigled?
It's not kind of common parlance.
Oh,
for
I
most
use that a
people,
lot.
no.
And expunge is another one I like.
Yeah.
Expunging is a good one. But just to go back to
Would
the
that be like expunging your private parts?
Okay.
Or
no, that's sponging.
Oh, sponging, right, yes.
No, never mix up sponge and expunge in the same sentence. It's not good. But so we're talking about that, and we've got the fact that we're being shamed. Well, some of us have been shamed, even though you're trying to do something, which I think is quite bizarre. And I know you're going to talk about hot spanning in a minute because that's really good. But I thought this weekend as well, the fact to see that Paul McCartney has just released, he's got a new album coming out, but he's released a couple of singles, one with Ringo Starr, first time they've been together since the Beatles obviously split up, and the Rolling Stones, I think it's called Foreign Tongues, have released a new album as well. Like, it's amazing. Like, both of those, they're like 84 years of age each. And then this amazing video I saw of Sting, and he's 74, and just bouncing around the stage with his top off, which is something he always did. So is age just a number until it's not?
Yeah, I think
Because you want to live till 102. It's all, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
110.
I do. But I think look, you've got to put the work in.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. What I'm saying is, like, I often think about this, and Rod Stewart
I was
is
just
still
directing
touring.
that mainly at you, but yeah.
I'm on the bike.
You've only started, though.
Do you know what I'm going to do? Before I do the Ring of Kerry as well, I will cycle here to the podcast studio.
No showers. There's
And
no.
so I know, but I'm not. I'm okay.
We'll sponge you down in here.
Yeah, I'll be
Expunge you.
expunged. And cycle back. But anyway, let's park the Ring of Kerry.
But I think with old guys doing young stuff, I think it's great. I think the reality is we're all living longer, right? So let's
Yes.
say I do want to be a centenarian.
Right.
One of the big challenges then is that you have to think about money, right? Because the longer you live, the more you need to have, right? Because it's people used to retire at 65 and they'd be dead at 68. I mean, that gives you what, 3 years? On the old money. Old money.
Old money, 4
Right?
years.
But now that you've got your Ring of Kerry, you're probably adding a good couple of miles.
Oh, I'd say there's a funny thing, and I think I've got my mother's DNA in that respect. I'm like a cockroach. I think there's an awful lot I can do, good or bad, and I just keep going. I don't get sick. I've had one sick day off in 35 years. So I think there's I have the constitution of an ox. I can eat furniture.
Sorry, but everybody in our
family.
family would immediately refer to you as a hypochondriac. How many MRI scans have you had this year?
3.
3.
Yeah. But that's because there was something wrong with me.
Right, but you just said there's nothing ever wrong with you, and you've got the constitution of an ox.
No. I said, no.
Just because you drag your ass into your, I mean, most people go to work for 8 to 10 hours a day. You work for about 2 hours every day. So,
don't be
so you
stupid.
saying that you actually get to work every day, it's not comparable to the average human.
It's 4 to 4. No, it's 5 hours a day, no lunch break. Then there's post production. You're also in. I was on the bike at 5 a.m. this morning.
No,
to cycle
that's
into
not talking about the bike.
Yeah, no, I
the
want to
radio
talk
show
about-
starts at 8.
It starts at 6.
6.
Yeah, there's a big difference between 8 and 6. And the thing is, the
6 and then it ends at 10.
6 and ends at 10, and then there could be 2
That's
hours.
4 hours.
Sorry, there's a half an hour post production, pre-production, and could be 2 hours post production.
5 hours.
No, there could be
We know you're adding the 2 hours on there. You're trying to beef it up here.
Oh my God.
It's 4.
could
It's
be
4 hours. It's a part-time job, and you've never been off sick.
It's a 6.5 hours.
And you're like a cockroach. I think it's more likely that you
Now,
come out at late at night when everybody else is in bed and cause havoc in the house. That's probably more like a
I want to
cockroach.
explain the MRIs, which are very important. I did excessive Tai Chi.
Vigorous
Tai
rubbing of
Chi,
your dog.
vigorous Tai Chi and expunged my shoulder. The knee popped, but they were all fine. They're all sorted. It's all good. I didn't take a day off.
Did you pop your knee once you were excessively rubbing your dog?
No, I think I popped the knee getting into the MRI machine when they were checking out the shoulder. But no.
But so otherwise, less the MRIs, the injections that you've had in your legs.
They haven't come back to me
your
about the
head
injection.
All these kind of things. There's been a lot wrong with you in the last few months.
Hang on a second. You've had things attached to your body and feet. You've had loads of things. I don't go on about it all the time. I'm going to outlive you, and I'm going to make sure I do. It may be called murder, but it means I win the bet.
So the big thing though, right now is that we had lifespan.
Oh yeah, go on. Oh, I like this. Yeah.
But now, what did I say it was called?
Hot span.
Hot span.
Yeah.
Right. So this is the concept, and it was in the English Times today. It was an article about it, and I saw somebody else talking about it last week.
Okay.
You know the way something just gets into the zeitgeist, and everybody's like all over
It's
it,
there,
or unquestionably, we're of an age that we see this, right?
Yeah.
So it's predominantly men 50 plus. So I just scrape in.
You're
there.
in it. You're in it.
Just scraping in there.
You're in it.
But mainly they discuss men in their 60s, and are you still being wanted
By the police? Oh, no, sorry. What?
by the opposite sex, or I suppose any sex? I mean, I suppose like in your 60s, even if a man wanted to have sex, you'd be like,
Oh, Jesus. No, sorry. No, that's
Take
ridiculous.
it where you get
just,
it.
just like
You don't. There's only certain places you can take it.
It doesn't
Otherwise,
mean that, it doesn't mean that you
anywhere
have
else
to,
it's
it doesn't
painful.
mean that you have to
Not
get
explain.
involved, but just more to be
Watch.
wanted. Well, wanted.
Okay, so what do you do then to be wanted? So they're
it's
saying you do something.
it's all about getting healthy, keeping your body in good shape, feeling good naked, enjoying
Feeling what,
other
naked?
good.
Oh, sorry, I said wood.
Yeah, well, there's a distant memory for you.
Actually not.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, I in the evenings I'll often sit home and whittle. Is that what you meant by wood?
When you're vigorously rubbing your dog,
Yeah. I'm doing excessive Tai Chi.
excessively
I
rubbing
feel
your dog.
another
of an
3
evening.
MRIs coming on.
Jesus.
So that's okay. That's Well, maybe I think when you want to maintain a little bit of health in your life, and when you want to do your ring of carry or whatever it is, then maybe one of the side effects of that is that the ladies like the lycra.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
So
I mean, if that's one
your
of the
sweaty arse in lycra,
if
you think
that's
they're gonna
one of
like
the
that?
side effects that people go, God, look, he's got a hot span.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just-
so hang on a second. Can I ask you a question? This is I really want to know this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any scientific information about analysis or whatever about can men still perform sexually at 105?
Yes, it's called Viagra.
No. Oh, is that it?
It's so that apparently, and I don't know because neither of us have made it to this age, but apparently by about 80 to 85, the ability for your blood vessels to
Right.
send the necessary amount of blood to said
Send
key
the men
area
out. Yeah.
diminishes. So then the blue pill becomes an inevitability.
Oh, really? Okay. So can I borrow yours?
Sure. I've been taking them since I was about 10.
But oh Jesus!
Jeez.
But I mean, then, so do you reckon? Okay, I'm just thinking now. Do you reckon then Mick Jagger and Paul McCartney are on Viagra?
Well, I
Is
think
that how Robert De Niro conceived?
Allegedly.
Jagger's not saying that they're on. Is that how Al Pacino? Can you conceive if you're on Viagra?
Well, yes, of course you can. I mean, it's only about the dilation of your blood vessels, but it also depends. Like if you can still maintain a good kind of VO2 max, and you can keep yourself in trim, slim shape, then apparently you
Mick
still
Jagger.
can.
Really?
Yeah, it's about also keeping your testicles cold.
Okay.
So do you think maybe that they put theirs in the fridge or something like?
Probably, they probably have somebody who cools them.
So do you think ice? Do you think Paul McCartney lies in bed at night icing his testicles?
There's a lot of young men who are at a point of trying to conceive, and when they go into the sauna, they take a little specialist little pouch
Yeah.
that they put ice cubes around their testicles to keep the core temperature low enough
Wow.
in order to make sure that the sperm are still active.
And did
when
they
they
always
need it.
say that if you're tight down that area and your jocks are particularly warm, then the chances are that is it the sperm goes asleep from just the heat, and they just go, "Oh, stop! I'm not moving. You go." And while they're cold, everyone's going. All the little sperm
Who's
lads are
Hugo?
going, "Yeah, you go first. I'm not moving. I'm tired, hot sperm." And then the cold sperms are going, "Oh, we need to get out of here. It's fucking freezing. Oh, there's the entrance. Let's go." Zoom. That's science, isn't it?
I think you've nailed it there.
That is our social clip for the year.
Oh,
Colm doing the birds and the bees. That's it.
Yeah. That's done then, isn't it?
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Are we done then? Are we?
I just
think we're good.
remember
Okay.
when you vigorously rubbing your dog. I was just then the idea of hot dog came into my mind.
Oh.
And I remember being on a skiing trip with some friends, right? And one of my friends spoke French, and we were standing queuing for some food late night after being out, and one of the guys asked the guy who spoke French, "I'm going up there and I'm going to order some food." He said, "What's the French for hot dog?"
Oh.
And my friend gave him, which I can't remember what it is, but what's a dog?
Chien.
Chien. So he
schwa
gave him
is
the
hot.
French translation for a hot dog.
Right.
So he went up and asked for it, and the guy in the van nearly collapsed on the ground because obviously hot dog is a hot dog, right? But he actually asked for a hot dog, as in the kind of vigorous rubbing that you would have been giving your hot dog in your lap.
He was asking, like he was asking for a hot dog. Like, do you
Yeah.
have a hot dog?
Can I have a hot
Is
dog?
that like a little chinchihuahua that wears a little bit of perfume and a little lipstick? I'm gonna have a hot dog. Kamala, come on, baby, take me on.
that's Chinese. That's not French. What was that?
That was Mexican. It's a chihuahua. Hello.
Colm has a deep history of intimidating people from different ethnic minorities around the world,
Full
and for that,
racism.
Hang on.
It's
we
racist.
apologize. We
Mexicans are
apologize
not-
now ahead
Mexicans
of
are not ethnic minorities. In Mexico, they're not.
Yeah, but you can't just do like a comedic Mexican accent.
Just to be very clear, because I'm doing comedy improv on a Monday night, right? Okay, so I know the rules of comedy. You can do an impression. You can take any accent and do an impression. Once it's not you're not trying to encourage hate towards that race. So you can do.
I feel hate
French,
towards the Chihuahua.
You could do French accents, Scottish accents. Now, obviously, there's certain accents that you wouldn't do because it means you are. It's not. You know.
What would they be?
So good.
Okay,
Okay, so what would they be?
actions that would have an association towards slavery, right? And therefore, as a white man, I shouldn't do that accent, right?
Okay.
Oh God, I'm sorry, I just stop myself. But anyway, yeah. But other than that, I need to stop doing the jazz hands. But other than that, it's an open form. And I'm telling you this much: you watch some Chinese stand-up comedians, they're ripping the piss out of the Irish accent, and we're not calling them. Hey, stop that!
What's his name? Who does that?
There's not. No, I watch a lot, obviously, because I'm doing comedy improv.
watch a lot of Chinese improv?
I'm studying a lot of comedians, and I find the Asians in particular very good at ripping the piss out of. Like the English and the white and it's all the colonization, all that stuff, and absolutely go for it, and it's hilarious.
Can I?
Hello?
So TV tip.
A TV tip, wow! Excuse me, yeah. TV tip
back
from
to the 1980s.
TV
tip. So great show talking about comedy.
yeah.
Funny AF, which is Kevin Hart is trying to find the next big comedian in the US, and it's an 8-part series. It's top 5 on Netflix at the moment. But if you like stand-up comedy, they also do a roasting of an NFL player, and it's fantastic. But what's interesting is they go through and they find all these next big stars, and they go through about 3 or 4 really arduous rounds. And they then have to go on and do a roasting, right? So roasting, like the whole roasting thing really started in a big way after they roasted
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, right? The Tom Brady roasting was the big one. So you have this other NFL star, and there's this Asian comedian, and she says, "I'm not doing it. I'm pulling out of the whole thing because I can't deal with the roasting of a person. It's too aggressive."
She can't deal with roasting. Somebody are being roasted.
It wasn't clear. It was
Okay.
Which side of the fence she was on, but I think, like if you're doing stand up now, or you're doing improv now, you've got to go all in, right?
Absolutely, 100%. And you can't hold back. And everything. It can be sexuality, race, body shame, bang. Do you ever,
And you can't really have a kind of a soft underbelly, right?
no. Hey,
So
fat
get on
shame.
that bike.
Yeah. But the if you go back even further, Don Rickles, right, an amazing comedian who will roast everybody. They used to do roasts in Vegas. So there's a classic one on, I think it's from the late 70s, and he's roasting Dean Martin. But he's roasting also all of the guys sitting along with Dean Martin. And I mean, it is just over the top, especially with racism, Jewishness, color, everything. And people are falling around. And I mean, I look at it now because it pops up and I'm going, on the basis that it's a roasting and you know what's happening.
No.
Okay, I need to leave.
Yeah. No, you can't do it.
On that basis, because you do this, I think you do see comedians, Asian comedians, probably, and they're ripping the piss out of the white community and everything. But it's a form of racism, and they're also within their own communities ripping the piss out of other parts of their own community, which is sort of
Xenophobia.
slightly, yeah.
But I
Not
think
racist if it's funny.
I think Asian people or black people would have the upper hand because they were raped and pillaged for like hundreds of years by white people.
See, I don't know.
Is it not revenge, really?
No, wait, is there revenge in comedy? You know?
I think there's revenge in everything.
I think
You
no,
wanna
no,
seek
no, no, no,
revenge
no,
on
no,
people
sorry,
who
sorry, there
may
is
not hypothetically turn up to your funeral. So
no,
I'm not
there
where
is.
you can't see
Sorry,
revenge
what I
in
mean
comedy.
is there is revenge in comedy, but I don't think it can be to one particular group. I think if revenge is in comedy, or there is, as Ricky Gervais said, everything's up for grabs. Then everything is up for grabs. You can't just.
Black comedians do a great job of taking the piss out of middle class white men.
I know,
Very...
but then everyone, then a white guy rips the piss out of black community, and it's like, oh my god, that's so racist.
It's a bit too raw.
But see, some people would say if it's a roasting, then there should be, like in comedy, there shouldn't be a line, you know?
Okay, but I think as you start
Jimmy
off in your
Carr
career
did-
in
Jimmy Carr
comedy,
does that as well.
ripping the piss out of black people,
I haven't ripped the piss out of black
it's
people.
not a good act, right?
That is not what I'm saying.
That's the edit. That's the edit.
I haven't
One
ripped-
not only Colm Hayes
No.
rips the piss
No.
out of the African community.
I'm starting with the north side.
How very dare you come to Europe, black people? Colm Hayes, one night only.
Okay, I like that. Yeah. Hot Span Hayes.
Nikki Glazier does good race joke. I think she nails it, and Chelsea
Yeah.
Handler. They keep it because Chelsea Handler and Kevin Hart are best friends. They do
Yeah.
a lot of stuff together.
Chelsea, wow, she's hot.
But is
Oh
there...
my goodness.
But is there... I mean, okay, we could do this completely different time, and Jimmy Carr talks about it a lot. Is there a time... Is there anything that's not up for grabs for comedy?
rape.
See, he said no. Yeah. And you just said one word, rape, but nothing else. But like, obviously the big thing is I mean, it's a long time ago, and this is what who was doing it?
I mean, I love Dave Chappelle. I love Ricky Gervais. They go for everything.
Was it Ricky Gervais
I
doing?
mean, he did disability.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
did- oh my
Ricky
God.
Gervais was doing something about Auschwitz. No, it wasn't. Oh, it was that great comedian that always gets himself into trouble.
Not Billy Connolly.
No.
The great Colm
George, what's his name? Oh, we know him. He was. He's got a face and stuff.
One of those comedians.
Yeah, it'll come back to me. But he's going. The way he started was, what can you not make a joke about? So obviously you can't make a joke about Auschwitz, right? And he said, I saw this comedian make a joke about Auschwitz. And he said the next day, Auschwitz tweeted. And he's going, why does Auschwitz have a Twitter account? And who works on it? Because most people that work on big Twitter accounts are like interns. So somebody made a decision one summer, I'd love to run the Auschwitz Twitter account. But so he was doing it in such a way, it was like, you sort of do make, like, there are so many angles that you can go in on anything.
Yeah, I'm just worried about every angle that you're near right now.
No.
I can just feel it's being cancelled again.
This is exactly, you'll know who I'm talking about. He gets himself into trouble all the time. But that was exactly his line, that there is everything. You can go anywhere with anything and use it as comedy, but it doesn't necessarily mean that people are going to be horrified. But some people always will be.
Yes, I think there's some merit in that, but also I think with things like Auschwitz, you know, I do think that we have to be careful that there is an opportunity for people to normalize the degradation and dismissal.
That's not what comedians are doing.
No, I know. No, I'm not saying
They're,
that's what
they're
comedians
actually
are doing,
using
but
comedy.
I'm
They're using comedy to
saying-
show the horror of it.
I'm just saying about Auschwitz. I think there is too much of an anti-Jewish sentiment in the world at the moment, and it's almost cool to be anti-Jewish.
Yeah.
And
I
that
get
got
that.
us into a very dark place in the 1930s.
But that's not what the comedians are doing. Some of them, like Gervais, some of them will use their comedy not to outrage people, but to show how outrageous some views of some things are, and that we should be able to talk about.
Agreed, and I think it takes a very, very intelligent comedian to get that right.
Yeah, okay. I'm only on week 3 of comedy improv, and last week was a bank holiday. So give me another week.
So week 2.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
so
We
not
need
so
everyone
Christian
to get
Brothers.
involved.
Please,
Yeah.
like, subscribe. Hopefully, don't unfollow us after that because that was a bit hairy. But thanks for being here
Yeah.
yet again. And who is here? People are talking to us on socials.
Yeah.
People are sending us messages. They're liking what we spoke about. People spoke about the Late Late Show last week. So, look, I suppose the key thing for us is we want to show a dynamic of two brothers, two different perspectives, two different age groups. We want to build a show that's irreverent, but also willing to talk about difficult topics.
God, that's really good.
Wasn't that good?
Did you think of that yourself?
I just wrote it down a few weeks ago.
I didn't know that. I didn't know
Well,
that's
actually,
what the show was.
AI said it.
I thought it was show.
And I've just put a poll up on Instagram, so get involved.
What is the poll?
It's just 2 hot men and just comment.
So, we'll keep it till the Sunday show. So, yes, there will be an after show. I'm sure, Rebecca, you've got many notes that you want to discuss.
Many.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.